their kids. I was really kind of happy with our win tonight. Not kind of happy. I was happy because of they threw a lot at us defensively that we don't see very often and we don't work on a lot. And I think it really put us on our heels early in the game. And I thought mentally we really struggled mentally in the first half and into the second quarter. But the second quarter was tough, and then the third quarter we came out and really it seemed like we fought through the negatives in our mind and was able to shake it off and start playing again, and playing like we're capable. So defensively we're still pretty good in the first half. It was just offensively we were so out of sync, and they made us think all the time. And basketball players sometimes are better when they don't have to think so much.
Yeah, defensively, you force them kind of to chuck it from the cheap seats, and then you really looked like you took James Young out of the game. You always had a body on him. Well,
we know he's a good player. We know he's an outstanding player, and we know 24 is an outstanding shooter. So we knew we had to guard those kids and be tough with them. It's tough because they spread you out. It's just one of those nights. They probably the same thing. When they weren't making their shots, it makes you more tired. When they can't score like you want to score offensively, you struggle on both ends. So maybe that's a little bit of both of it. I know we're not as good. We're not shooting well.
What's kind of happened here over the course of the last month? You were off to that 2-5 start, but it looks like you're playing better on both ends of the court.
Well, I think
Hardy's more assertive, Tattoo's shooting better.
I think it's just them understanding what makes us good. Not that we're going to out physical or out talent anyone, but we've got to keep ourselves mentally in the ball game and not get out competed. We've got to come in with the same mindset all the time, and whether it's in practice or in everything we do, we got to be aggressive and compete.
You guys are playing a lot better. I saw your game against Troy Athens right before the break. You lost that. Early January you got killed by Pontiac. What's changed since the early part of the season when you guys had that losing record and a slow start?
I think it's more of our urgency. Our urgency to go out and make plays, and get the defense guessing and not letting them, dictate our shots and not what we're going to do. So I think it's more of us putting the pressure on them. I think that's changed a lot, and our defense has gotten a lot better in overall. I'm personally better. Tattoo's been a lot better. Just basically overall better defense.
Is it a thing where, with the starters, you guys are accepting that role to lead a little bit? 2 years ago you lost Stanton and Polkley. Last year you lost Kamenecki and Scarlett. Is it just a maturity thing where the returning guys have to step up a little?
Yeah, a lot of guys are stepping up. Tattoo has stepped up a lot. Benny's getting there. He's doing his job. And Deli stepped up a lot. He's a player that we really didn't expect to be a factor this year, and he came up and made things happen.
It looks like Tattoo shooting is kind of opening up things for you guys. Yeah,
definitely. Because we're trying to work out where it's inside out. You get in, and then usually they'll trap on me, who's ever out in the post, and we'll kick it out to Tattoo, and he'll usually knock it down.
What about you individually? It looks like you're a little bit more assertive going in there after rebounds. I think you had a dozen tonight.
Yeah, I've been focusing on just make sure I can find my man and box him out and go and get the ball, because I hadn't been really doing that the first couple games, and that's been my really focus, and mainly on defense also.
Yeah.